teka muna, kakatapos ko lang yung sultang mga letra, hampasin ng tambal kaskasin ng gitara.
Sabi?
Oh, yeah, fucking gangster. Oh, shit. Nice.
Okay, guys, so today is our first podcast. We have the Lobolab team, me, Ciaran, Simon Six, and Daniel Marsh. And our good friend, Bautista. Two Daniels, but this one is Marsh. This one is Bautista. So yeah. What do you thought about the fight?
Well, before we start the fight, this is actually our fourth attempt to do this live podcast.
Is it fourth?
I think it's like a fourth or third. We've been in
This is the third.
Yeah. So
Third time's the charm.
Third time's a charm. Yeah, we've tried to do the podcast multiple times. I think, yeah, as you said, third time.
The second time, great conversations. Terrible
audio.
Wait, you guys never released it? Or
We couldn't because the audio was terrible.
Oh, okay.
See, we were
This is
having
the first one.
This is the
You're
first one. You're in the first
Hey,
vlog.
guys.
Yeah, the vlog.
Nice.
It's not a vlog. It's a podcast. But
Made it.
yeah, we had technical issues trying to create the first few episodes of the podcast. Then the lockdown happened and we couldn't get together. So yeah, this is our pilot episode of the Lobolab podcast, and we're just gonna have conversations about random things in life,
Exactly.
in our life. So,
Starting with the fight today.
yes.
Mayweather versus Mr. Paul.
Is that really a good way to start?
It's fun.
Well, so we
Yeah,
watched,
that's pretty
we watched
exciting.
the Logan Paul
So,
Mayweather fight.
We
How did you find it?
actually recorded the fight, so I'm gonna have another video where we react to the fight, and obviously pick the best parts, the most exciting parts. It was exciting.
I mean,
There was a few.
It gives you anxiety. It gives you anxiety.
Yeah.
I can't believe it went on for 8 rounds. That was
the whole element
I
of
wish it
it.
was 12 rounds.
Yeah.
How come they don't do that though? That's one
This is an exhibition, so...
because 12 rounds, there's a bigger chance somebody's gonna get knocked out.
Get hurt.
Yeah, also 12 rounds is more pro, like proper pro fighters.
You need
And-
stamina for that.
Yeah, and 8
They were
rounds.
probably
is like-
afraid that he was going to lose good
Mm.
stamina.
And they changed the gloves. It was from 8 to 10 ounces, I think. 10 ounce
Oh,
gloves.
they went up.
They changed it,
It's
yeah.
10 ounces.
Yeah, and also there was no referee. As in, like, who wins or not. You know,
judge it.
you want to protect it.
scorecard.
Points? No points?
No points either. No.
The commission didn't allow it to be
Okay.
a professional fight.
But
I just found it interesting that a YouTuber managed to get Floyd Mayweather in the ring with him.
Yeah,
you know, that's pretty
surprising.
incredible. Yeah. Shows you where the world's
Respect,
going.
man, because he stood 8 rounds with him.
But he was like 10 inches taller than Mayweather. He looked
Yeah,
huge at
that's true.
times.
he
Right?
was upset. You could tell he was upset because he couldn't get in.
It was a good fight, but it kind of dragged out a bit, and I got kind of bored of it towards the end.
Yeah.
But fair dues to Logan Paul for not getting knocked out and actually doing a good job of defense. You know?
Good defense, yeah.
Yeah, he had some good defense in there for sure.
But, yeah.
So, oh man.
So
So
it's a bit weird talking in a podcast because it's the first time. So apologies if we're not professionals at this yet. You know.
I missed the first fights. How were the first ones before the
Oh,
actual?
they're terrible.
I
too.
didn't watch any of them.
Wait, didn't he only fight KSI?
KSI twice.
No, I'm talking about
How do you go from
the.
KSI to Mayweather?
That's what I
Yeah,
said there.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude. One of my friends actually fought in that first KSI fight on the undercard, exploring with Josh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, the guy you mentioned
so the
there.
first time, so KSI's fights spurred Logan to join boxing,
Yeah.
right? But the first KSI fight, which was against Joe Weller,
Mhm.
my friend exploring with Josh, he was just called out of nowhere to do the
Yeah.
to do the undercard. And he just did it. He did like a week training. He told me.
Oh, wait.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He had a week to prepare, but he went in
Exploring.
for it. Yeah, exploring with Josh.
Oh, Josh.
He travels the world and explores crazy places.
Oh, this
Wait,
guy.
he's a-
He actually
he's a boxer?
fought. He fought with who?
Wow, he's a lot of followers.
He fought with who? He was on one of the cards.
Yeah, he was an undercard to Joe Weller KSI.
Oh, really?
The pioneering YouTube boxing thing, the start of this entire scenario.
Ah.
Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff with him exploring with Josh. We traveled in New York and
That's
he came to
crazy.
the Philippines and he's a cool guy, really cool guy. He explores abandoned and crazy places. Like
Oh.
really, he almost invented that series. One of the first people to do it.
Philippines has lots of that.
Yeah, he went to this one abandoned place. It was like a Disneyland.
Oh,
Do you hear
yeah,
that?
the Philippine Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yes,
Some
is there one?
Batangas. So he was the owner.
Oh, you know him as
created,
well?
like, huh?
You know him as well?
Not the guy, not the blogger, but I know the place that he's
Oh.
on.
You know, it's Disneyland.
We should go.
Yeah, they built it to be like the Disneyland of the Philippines, and then I guess lost didn't have enough budget, lost money, and it's just there abandoned.
Yeah, we could visit.
Yeah,
That'd
we
be fun.
could. It's
Who won the
like
fight
ghost
though?
town.
Who won the fight? Who do you think won the fight?
Oh,
It was a
Mayweather. Draw you
Well, I
think?
mean,
Mayweather.
yeah, of course.
I think Logan won the first 2 or 3, I think.
The only problem,
First one.
Just because he had energy. He had energy.
Yeah.
the only thing is he hit him like a total of 5 times, really. This Mayweather who kind of like clonked him, but not really that hard because he's a big guy.
I didn't heard him at all.
But and he got him like 3 times the third time. So really, but like you can clearly see that Mayweather didn't really push it too much. I mean, if he wanted to push it, he could have.
Yeah.
Logan was tired. Could have had a war of attrition, but if you go for a war of attrition, you go all out, you could get knocked out. So he was playing it safe too.
Good money.
Yeah.
Great
How
money.
much money do you think?
Why do you think he was smiling towards the end?
Yeah.
It's like, it's almost over.
Laughing.
I can enjoy
Yeah.
my millions.
Yeah.
I did good.
It'll last him at least 2 months anyway.
2
He
months.
spends a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah.
Mayweather.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
yeah,
a big
that's why.
spender.
Jesus, if that was me. Let's
This was his lunch money.
But he put all of it into Doge.
Yeah, Doge.
Of course. But anyway, guys, so that's that with the fight. Well, I mean, we have another fight coming up, Jake and Woodley, but that's for another time.
What about the Marsh Dosovich fight?
Oh yeah. What happened with that? I saw your Instagram
Yeah,
story.
so Will decided to challenge me. You can put a few clips up maybe if I have a few clips. But yeah, no, he didn't decide to challenge me. I think Will needed help in boxing because I think Will's starting to like it. He's starting to get the feeling for boxing. You know, like he's actually like seeing it as a good. Because I've always done boxing as a sport. I've always loved it, and I can see that Will's like liking it now. So he wanted to like test himself in the ring and try to do some MMA. So yeah, I sparred with him a little bit, and yeah, I mean. To be fair, it was his first time ever to train boxing. Ever.
First time.
Ever. So he hit the pads
Show
pretty
him
good.
some clips.
I'll put them up later.
Jamie, pull it up.
Jamie, pull it up.
He did good. He can hit the pads good. Which is very good. And then like he can, you can see that he can become a good boxer. Kind of like you. You had a pretty good natural kind of like boxing.
Yeah, I'm listening to a lot of practice.
The problem is you just have to like know your default stance of defense. Keep your hands up, and then footwork. That's very important.
I think footwork is so important.
But
That's the tough part when you get tripped
What?
up when you're boxing and then you get really into it and then you
and energy conservation. That's
Fucking
very
tangle up
important.
fucking legs and that.
Conserving your energy is the most important.
Yeah.
Because actually, technically, if you have really good cardio, that's pretty much like 60% of boxing.
Even if you do like a sparring, when we went sparring, like you're just, I mean, obviously you're just
you
light
tagged
sparring.
him too.
Yeah,
Show
but
that video.
so I
Nearly
put it up.
broke my nose. I was like,
Is that
what
on
the
video?
hell?
Is that on video?
No, it's not a
It
video.
was on video, bro.
I thought we were tip.
No.
No, it wasn't on video.
Was it?
No.
I thought we were tip sparring.
Hey, I landed this fluke of a punch.
No,
And I
he
hit
went
it.
for a right hook. I went in too far.
Yeah, you went into it and then he woke up.
I was like,
So then I
was like,
basically-
okay, I shouldn't like play around like my guard. I'm like, okay, yeah, keep your fucking hands up. Ooh, I cursed. Yeah.
I basically had to run away after the whole
I know.
punching him in the face once because he was like, no, let's keep going.
Time out.
It's like, no, he's
was
going
like-
in because the next
Yeah.
3 punches were like 3 jabs. Boom, 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 boom.
The thing is though, it's like the minute you get hit in the nose, you're just like,
Yes,
It wakes you up, man.
this is a terrible career. Like,
Yes.
This is a terrible sport.
because I think
My
he
nose
hit
was hurting for a month. 1 month it took me to heal the nose. I'm like, damn, that's not worth it.
it's so scary. It's a
These
serious.
guys like their face just became
How did boxing push somebody so hard? It's like, no, it was enough. It's okay.
The worst part is when
You
the
go me, I
boxing
go
fight
you.
ends and you see the nose is like on this side of the face.
Yeah. What was the recent UFC fight where some guy landed on his? He hit somebody in the chin and he broke
Yeah,
it.
That's Anderson Silva.
No, the recent
it
one.
happened to Weidman too. The one
Yes, that guy.
that
Same guy.
that Silva fought and broke his leg on. That same guy broke his leg too.
Yeah.
The breaker of legs broke his leg.
Breaker of legs.
Very good.
Breaker of bones. That's crazy.
But-
Yeah, no, I couldn't imagine being a fighter, man. It's pretty intense.
That's true. We're filmmakers. That's what we are.
We're athletes in our own way.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can fake a fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
I make money out of
The
it.
WWE.
But anyway, guys, so like I said, it's our first podcast, so there's a lot to learn about this. It's gonna be a work in progress.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Lobolab right here. This is the crew, and this is our good friend Danny who came to watch the fight with
The
us.
crew and the extra.
Yeah.
We love you, extra. We love you.
Wait, do you even know what Lobolab means?
Wolf.
Lobo?
Lobo's
Lobo's wolf.
That's balloon. Lobo is balloon.
But also means wolf.
It's balloon lab. No, I'm joking.
Anyway, that-
But Lobo doesn't mean balloon. I was like, what the hell? It means balloon. I thought it was a wolf. Like, oh.
You're gonna have a painting.
In Spanish,
over
in
there.
Spanish is
Lobo,
wolf.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
wolf.
Lobo.
So yeah, no, basically,
You can interpret it the way you want.
yeah, we're going to be doing a little bit more content in this next few weeks.
Indeed.
Hopefully, start creating a new series
Yeah.
on my channel and on the Lobolab channel itself. Don't know the plan yet, but we're going to sit there and strategize it. But I'm excited for the future. We're excited to create good content because I want to make more content. And
True.
we've been planning a lot.
See it, man.
We've been planning a lot of stuff these last few months, but unfortunately the lockdown has been really intense and it's took its toll on everybody because we got lockdown 2.0 Manila.
Yeah.
Did you guys enjoy that?
Love it. Love wearing those face shields.
But the time goes so fast with these lockdowns. It's been 6 months
Yeah.
since we
Yeah, it's already happening
conceptualized this
already.
whole thing. And it's just like, where did the 6 months go?
And you did mention
So
to
weird.
me as well, you said that like the second lockdown was starting to get to you mentally. You felt
Yeah,
it,
way worse than last year because you thought you're out of the woods and then you get dragged back into this.
Yeah.
It was fine for a little while, and then I came back again.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that too because last year it's like it's not exciting. It's a terrible thing to say, but it's kind of like it's a unique experience that you're all in it together, and it's like yay, okay, we're all in it together. And then you feel like okay, the world's coming back to normal, and then boom, you're back again.
But the worst thing is, like,
All the fans.
everywhere else is doing fine, or like at least a bit better than us. There's been progress.
Yeah.
But the Philippines has just been staying in the same
Yeah.
spot.
But then again, I talked to Brian, my friend Brian from England. And,
Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah.
Okay.
And Brian was complaining as well about like, I can't believe we're still locked down and your guys are open. And that was
Well,
like
now they're
that was back in
free.
December. Now they're
Yeah.
free, so I think it's a give or take kind of
Yeah.
scenario. But it does affect your mental health because
So take
you
care.
kind of like have a lot of plans. And I was working out, I was getting bigger, I was becoming somebody.
That's the same thing happening.
And then lockdown comes, and I'm just too lazy to work out on my rooftop.
This is why I didn't work out during the first lockdown. I knew it was other ways.
That's why I didn't work out since birth.
I'm planning for the right moment.
Yeah. One day I'll get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the whole point now. Could you say quarantine is a bit easier now? It's
I
gonna
think
slow
it
down?
has to be.
Slightly.
They can't continue, especially now the vaccines are
Yeah.
rolling out.
So-
Last time the vaccines weren't
We
rolling
don't have
out.
an exact plan what to do with what content we're gonna make. We have an idea. We're gonna go into production, high quality content, but also it's gonna be me, Simon, and Dan working on some projects.
Or mini-series. and
Mini-series,
And I
documentaries,
wanna work
sort of
on,
thing.
for my content as well, so I'll be using these guys will be helping me as well create my content. So it's a mutual kind of thing. And I think it's going to be great because there's so many plans that I want to do for the next step of vlogs and the next step of online content.
Mhm.
But as you get older and as you get kind of like more ambitious, you kind of need help doing these things. And that's why it's good to have
So it's got
bunch of filmmakers helping me.
if this is the right way to say it. So it's kind of going to be like if you want a high quality video for your product or whatever it is you want to do, advertisement, that's Lobolab.
Oh, and if you want some high quality video production, contact us at Lobolab.
Yeah,
we haven't
exactly.
got the website up yet, but if any of
we
you
have
guys
an
need-
email address.
if any of you guys want some video production in Manila or
DMs.
Cebu or whatever,
DMs.
just contact
Comment.
us for business inquiries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got
we're
the,
going to go down into that road.
Exactly. but we have the domain, which we'll maybe put on the description, maybe later on. We'll see. And website that's going to be under construction for the next month or two. Once we know exactly what to do with this, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. It's something different. Like I said,
Oh, I thought that was an earthquake. Your chair hit that. I was like, oh, I'm feeling shaking. The heck?
so like Dan mentioned, third time doing the podcast. Because the
Third
crap audio is just like
Oh my God.
weird.
Like the first time we had a fish tank.
this
that
might not.
disappeared. Second time we had lights.
Where is the fish
It's a perfect scenario.
You're all dead.
Then the audio didn't work.
There's no
So it's
guarantee
like,
this audio is
so
gonna be
hard.
that much better. A little bit better, but not the best. So
We're not recording.
oh, come on, don't be serious. No. Wait,
That's my only job.
No, we are.
you had one job
Oh
though.
yeah, it's recording. It's recording.
Jesus.
That was a joke, but everyone really took it serious. for
My
a second.
God, I'm scared because I have to look at this all the time to make sure that's actually recorded, make sure that it doesn't pause by accident. But anyway, so that's our plan, and the next months, and see how that builds up by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Once quarantine goes down or it becomes easier to travel, I think me, Simon, and Dan will be able to create more.
Also,
Or traveling.
for content, like there's a lot of amazing kind of cool stuff we can do, and I want to like add a filmmaking element to it with good story structure. And it's impossible to do it alone. And as I keep doing vlogging, I just don't want to do the regular vlogs anymore. I want to like challenge myself to do something more creative and better.
I was the same.
Yeah.
I wanted to do everything on my own,
Yeah. But it's not feasible to do it on your own. You need help in order to create. So,
Higher
hopefully
expectations.
My channel will come up with greater stuff, and then the Lobolab will grow, and we'll figure something out from there. And we got the friend of Daniel Batista, our local
Yeah,
driver.
you're right.
Wow.
How was your engine today?
Let's not talk about that. But we can.
Daniel's car broke
I know
down.
it's a bit stressing.
Yeah, that was
that's
brutal.
But
And one of our friends broke my windshield. 2 days later, someone
You can
It's
curse.
fine.
raised it up a little too high, and now there's an oil leak. Oh man.
what a week.
Fun, so
I
much
think
fun.
I think this has been the worst
I
one.
lost my vape
Oh,
in the
was-
middle of the lake yesterday.
Yeah, he lost the leg.
So
He lost the leg. He lost the leg.
I ended up with a scenario where I had to go to DFA to try and I've been trying to get my passport sorted for a year now.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
It's been bad, yeah. So I was about to get my passport the other day because I rebooked an application, and I get in, but I previously found out that the Megamall DFA suspended my application in order that I have to prove my immigration credentials that I'm Filipino, even though I've been living here for 16 years. Tagalog dito, at saka I speak the language. I have a house in Cebu and everything, and my mom's Filipino, and I'm a Filipino citizen, pero I have to get an immigration certificate. So I'm like, okay, well, no problem. I'll go to the immigration. Go to immigration. They're like, yes, sir, we'll have your immigration certificate on record, so you don't have to worry about filling up files. You just have to come in. So I'm like, okay, cool. Can I come in? And they go, no, you need to book an appointment. So unfortunately, I go online. You have to book an appointment online. There's nothing available. So COVID has been really difficult lately because it's making everything a lot harder to do. Traveling, getting passports, documents. COVID has not been the nicest on us this year.
It's the enemy of bureaucracy.
It's the enemy of bureaucracy. It's the enemy of productivity.
It's like what happened to me and Simon. Since nobody knows us, we came to the Philippines 2 years, just over 2 years, yeah?
Yeah,
Something
just a
like
bit
that.
over 2 years.
Yeah, and the first year was great. I had a lot of stress. And then the second year...
But productive.
Productive.
It was stressful, but productive.
And then second year, COVID. So
COVID, yeah. You didn't
these
even
guys
get
were
to
just
travel.
making fun of us early on because we
Didn't
haven't
even
traveled
travel.
anywhere.
55% of the time we've been in the Philippines has been in quarantine.
Yeah, they don't even know. They don't even know. Like
It's
they
sad.
haven't been to Baguio
Yeah.
or to like.
Or Baraka.
I went to
the typical place.
in La Union with you, that's it.
Oh,
You
you've
went to
been
Leo.
yes, you have.
La Union, that's it with him.
Where?
Yeah.
La Union.
That's it.
For New Year.
You haven't
last
left
year,
Luzon?
last year.
I have.
Oh, poor guy.
I've been to Cebu.
Oh,
I actually only been to like Batangas, Zambales, and La Union.
So
That's it.
imagine when
I've been to
COVID
Lido
ends,
too.
or the lockdown ends, you guys are gonna have so much
Palawan.
content.
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah, a lot to do. That's the idea. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not honestly. I'm not too worried about traveling. I mean, I would love to travel just,
Yeah.
For the content. but I'm not. Oh, I missed 2 years.
At the end of the day, it is
Doesn't
what
bother me.
it is. What it is. There's no
Yeah.
point in complaining. You just adapt and improvise and overcome.
Just cry yourself to sleep.
Funny thing about Lobolab is that we're all Irish. Well,
Except for
kind of
Dan.
half.
Dan's Vegas.
Yeah.
I love Irish.
We're both half Filipino.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm the white guy though.
You're the halfie.
He agrees first.
So
You're
like
half
Simon is
American, right?
pure Irish.
Mm.
Yeah, you
Irish,
can see-
Irish.
you can
Born and bred in
tell
Ireland.
white
The same color as that white piece of paper.
I'm a chameleon.
He's the new Brian.
Is that green screen?
And he wears the gray shirts like Brian.
Yeah, damn, you are the new Brian.
I'm Spanish,
Hey, Brian.
Of course, Brian.
Irish Chilean.
Yeah, he's from.
I'm a
he speaks
hybrid.
Spanish.
He's a hybrid.
And he's German up here.
Yeah, so I have a little German on me as well, like 20%.
You speak Spanish, right? Man?
Yeah.
No, it's just a cheese topping.
Sí, yo hablo español.
Say some Spanish.
Oh, don't start. No,
Please,
no.
Yo hablo español, pero muy poquito.
He said I speak Spanish very little. There you go. That's my translation.
All Americans kind of speak broken Spanish when they live in Nevada or California. This is politically correctness with that.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Funny story though. My first job.
So you voted for the wall, right?
My first job in America, I was working at Panda Express, the Chinese.
Yeah,
American
yeah, yeah.
fast food
Oh
place.
yeah, Tasty Panda. That's so tasty.
Panda
Right?
Express, Tasty Panda kind of.
Oh, there's Panda Express here though.
Yeah, that's the first
Yeah.
branch in the
It's Food
Philippines,
Panda.
but it's an American.
Yeah,
It's a delivery system, right? With bicycles.
No. It's a Chinese fast food restaurant. The funny thing is, it's a Chinese fast food restaurant, but all the cooks are Mexican. That's where I learned most
So
of my
nice.
Spanish.
I enjoy Tasty Panda. I tried Panda Express. I didn't
Yeah.
like the flavor. And you know me, I don't like food in general.
Panda Express has more marketing budget.
You are the Tasty
But
Panda.
We need
Tasty Panda
sponsors.
is delicious.
Yeah.
It's
Wait.
so good.
Can you say it in Spanish? Can you
Tasty
speak-
Panda is delicioso.
It's
Yeah,
muy
it's
bueno.
Spanish. It's so good at Spanish.
We?
See, wait, it's like a French.
Oh, sorry.
That's the language I speak.
He's been watching that.
I'm French.
Paris.
I'm Irish.
It's fine. It's not.
You're French.
Just me.
You're not
Simon,
French.
just-
I studied
What was this
French.
way again?
I'm Simon.
I studied French in school, in high school, or in secondary school as we call it in Ireland, and I don't remember any of it.
That's usually what happens when you learn other languages in high school.
Oh,
You don't want to learn it.
we should
You
learn
don't want
Spanish.
You just know the
I
credits.
feel like Spanish is just much easier
More
language
useful.
to learn.
No, it's
Yeah.
very much useful.
Something else that sounds
The
better.
rest of the world.
French is like all like weird.
Well, I think English is easy to learn. I think one of the easiest, yeah? English?
Because everyone
English
speaks it.
speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you were to learn
It's
English right
tough
now.
because the amount of slang.
It's not, yeah.
Grammar.
Like-
So.
And
Some words you
semantics.
just have to know.
The semantics
Well, Spanish
of
is a
words
lot of slang as
is
well.
hard
What's
for
that
people who don't.
You
It's like
can't.
certain meanings to words,
Like-
different meanings
Oh,
to the
yeah,
same
yeah,
word.
yeah.
Some people
True
who are not
and
naturally
thought.
American or
They look the
English
exact
speakers,
same.
they don't understand that.
It's
Yeah.
totally different.
What is that?
sounding.
That's annoying. Yeah.
Stuff like that makes it difficult.
Like, what's funny is that me and Simon will be thinking of a word. We'll be on Discord talking to each other. And then we're both thinking, because we're writing things down. And it's like, how do you spell this? How do you spell that? How do you spell, what's the word that I hate spelling? Schedule.
Schedule.
Schedule. is that-
Schedule.
Yeah, how do you spell that? Oh, man, it's so annoying.
There's just some words, man.
Or
Yeah.
even wood. Wood? Yeah, he spells it W-D-W-U-D.
Oh, one thing about Irish.
Nah, what are you talking about?
Even I can't spell it right now.
One thing about Irish people is we can't say three.
No, it's you.
That's
I
you,
can't.
Roach.
No, but
You can't say three. You can say it like normally if you wish, but you're pretending.
no.
No, what the hell?
I just grew up in saying normal.
No, wait, is that like a Kildare thing or a Dublin thing?
Must be some.
No, but there was people like maybe
You can say educated
10 or
people.
10 or 20% of people in my school would say 3 instead of 3.
What,
Yeah.
Wait, what happened? Is it a generation thing? Like,
No, that's because like Spanish, right? In Chile, especially, if you say "cómo estás," which is "how are you,"
yeah.
in Chile we say "cómo estás."
Yeah,
We skip
but
half the words.
Spanish in Spain is different.
Well, that's because the,
Yes.
that's because the Spanish king had a list when they all had to follow suit. However, in Ireland,
seriously,
yeah, it's
it's
true. And in Ireland is actually we don't say three because we can't pronounce th because the Irish language doesn't have th.
But it seems like you're the only one who can pronounce.
No, all Irish people.
But I
can.
think,
He's just a really good speaker, so he's a more international. But I can say
I speak
I
good.
can say three. Wait,
That's such a struggle.
Show me.
just to say it.
3.
Three.
3.
Are you a lisp then?
Three.
You have a lift.
Three. Fuck. Oh my god, it's so hard. Three. Dude, Tagalog tongue twisters are hard. Nakakapagpagkagabag.
Nakakapagpabagabag.
Don't get close.
Minikani ni Monica ni Minikani.
Minikani ni Monica ang makina ng Monica.
Oh, you know
The,
this.
the twist on the podcast, like 2 seconds later, accents and then Tagalog.
Itong puting tupa.
Tupa. Pitong put.
Ayaw mo sa puta.
Piting tupa.
You make elevator music,
that's
I make elevator music.
Something white shark.
Bunch of mumble rappers.
No, 77 white sheep or something.
Oh, yeah, no. Filipino rap sounds good. You guys are, huy pare, tingin niyo ako, gusto ko ito na yun. That's actually,
That's because
It's a first.
Tagalog is like only vowels, so it works.
yeah.
A lot of vowels.
Teka muna. Kakatapos ko lang yung sultang mga letra. Hampasin ng tambal kasi ng gitara.
Okay.
I can understand what he's saying. Wow.
You can, yeah?
Yeah.
What was it? What was that about?
Wait. Take it
What?
That was the lyrics. Those were the lyrics.
No, but it works in Tagalog, right?
Oh, okay.
I think you're trolling us. What does it mean?
Yeah.
You went, wait.
No, teka muna. Teka is like, just wait.
And then he says something else.
No wonder you can understand it. It was 2 words.
Katapos ka lang isulat ang mga letra.
I just finished writing all the letters.
Hampasin ng tambal kasi ng gitara.
Okay.
Something, let's go.
Pero ngayon, nababuguhin ng tama.
Something you're tired?
Yeah, what did you get Bugoy involved in this?
Babuguhin.
Is
Oh.
Babuguin?
Also, talking about Bugoy, since it was mentioned on there.
What?
We have a video coming up soon, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah, so
Congratulations, your first directorial
Ciaran
debut.
directed
One
a
of
music
Bugoy's.
video for Bugoy Trillion.
Yeah, but it's a kind of mix with another singer from the US. The song hasn't been released yet. It's edited already.
It's going to be submitted for the Grammys, right?
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Congratulations.
It's actually sponsored by Janet Jackson.
Oh, brilliant. So then, this is great. See, look at that. So, Lobolab. Production.
The hook right there. The hook.
Grammys.
Jab.
Grammys to your business.
I held a reflector.
So he was a reflector holder. Dan was the what do you call it? Second camera
That
operator.
was the DP.
DP, there you go. But it was fun. I mean, we uploaded the behind the scenes on my channel at Ciaran Villanueva.
Right here.
That's it. So if you want to take a look at that, that was pretty fun. That was fun.
You just gave him more work.
Yeah.
You know whenever like I
Is
do
it
a
that hard to
vlog?
put a link?
Yeah, no, it's just like, oh god. Like whenever someone goes, oh yeah, hey bro, like this is my friend, he's a vlogger too. Yeah, link in description. I'm like, God damn it, I gotta link you and look at your channel and link everybody. And then when I link you, I have to link everybody.
Yeah.
They're common courtesy.
It's gonna be fun though. So I guess that's the kind of work we're trying to do, more professional work. Some stuff we want to do anyway. That's the main thing. And see how that goes. And then
Just trying to find that like niche that we all do. That's or not niche, but like a snowball effect. Like, either production or vlogging, something that just takes off.
But
and Lobolab will explode.
Exactly. I feel like an aligned vision and knowing where you want to go is very important. So we can set goals and kind of see it progress as it goes along. That's why we're starting the podcast, because at least we can do this regularly. And
it's a good reminder for ourselves.
A good reminder to like keep the brand going. Also, I mean, it's good to have an overall kind of crazy goal, right, to reach. I mean,
we even have a goal for this. Our plan is to do one podcast a week, and without excuses, without trying to be consistent as possible. So even if one of us is not here, we can do it through
Discord or Skype, and just stick us on the loudspeaker, and we're good to go.
Webcam, and that's it.
And then, I could film myself, and then send the footage to you.
Well, that's the main idea: to be consistent, to put content out there. We can bring in guests.
The first goal is to base jump off Shangri-La.
The first rule of Lobolab is don't talk about Lobolab.
Oh, I heard it. No.
You should copyright that. That's a good phrase.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I got it from
writing on the wall.
Yeah.
That's true.
Got it from a book. But so pardon us if it's a little bit hodgepodge and random in terms of topics, but we'll find the structure eventually. I've said this the last few podcast attempts.
I wish I had the footage.
They don't know that.
Oh my god, yeah, you should add elements of the last podcast.
I think I have it.
Like just the copy. The conversation was great. We had a great topic, a great flow, but unfortunately the audio was just. It was so bad.
Also, if you have anybody from the Philippines around Metro Manila that we can host as a guest, somebody interested, maybe we can get in contact with them in the future. We can bring them here and discuss who they are, and I think that'd be interesting.
Oh, I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
And I think maybe we could actually do a community thing. So I used to do a segment called Ask Me Anything back in the day. Maybe we could apply that to here. So we answer the viewers' questions.
Yeah. That's true.
Many ideas.
Just happen as it goes.
Yeah, happiness. Yeah.
Then we can talk about Dan and his crypto journey.
Yeah. How are you doing, Dan? Oh, by the way, if you don't already know, you probably saw him on my vlog many times. I'm an IMA in One Direction. Dan's one of my friends, one of my longest friends actually, which I can't really. It's kind of weird because I feel like we knew each other like only recently. Because I still feel like you're new
hang out before.
Yeah, but like. Yeah, it's crazy. So I know him over 10 years.
Almost, basically 10 years.
When you think about 10 years, it's a long time, man.
We were about their age.
It's nearly a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say you started vlogging at. You say you started vlogging at 27, yeah.
I started doing videos at 24.
With IMA.
But vlogging
around 27.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be turning 28. He's gonna turn 28 soon.
You guys started vlogging already.
And I am 29 right now. So. Yeah.
on a good day.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
And
Forever 28.
we're gonna say their ages because they're gonna just keep it private.
No, it's on Google, for God's sake.
Just Google Dan.
Have the age above everyone and blur theirs.
Yeah, just blurred.
Yeah.
No, put 3 digits, but have it a little blurred so they can see 3 digits.
Or make it really hard. If you have a Mario box, we go boom and it pops up the age.
But so yeah, I think this is the kind of the crew now. We've been hanging out a lot. Since quarantine, I think that.
Yeah, this is the quarantine crew basically.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
I think the first people I saw after the quarantine was started back in June were you guys, because you invited me to your girlfriend's birthday
Oh,
party.
you must have been happy, like.
I was ecstatic. We were on the rooftop drinking until we got
July,
in trouble.
first week of July.
We got in trouble with the guards telling us we're not supposed to drink there because there's a bunch of like families and little children running around.
To be honest,
we weren't loud or anything.
We weren't loud.
We were having literally this conversation
With a few beers in the table, that was it.
Yeah.
Wearing masks.
And we were trying to be far away from everyone else, but then everyone started congregating around us.
Mhm.
So it
Yeah,
wasn't our
it's
fault.
weird. It sucks. I mean,
But they didn't do anything about that. I didn't get like no trouble. Just like here's a ticket, like just don't do it again.
Yeah.
Well, you were alone though. Most of the quarantine, right?
so this guy
Of course I was
right here, he was in isolation for like 6 months
6
because
months on his own.
he thought that he should.
Exaggeration, 4 months.
4 months.
But he learned
The
his own.
lockdown was 4 months.
So I go on
Hard
my phone.
lockdown.
I go on my
Hard
phone and
lockdown.
check stories.
He's meditating.
And then you see
Oh,
Dan
yeah,
with a book
too much
and a bottle of
meditation,
wine. I was
man.
like, this guy's depressed.
I also saw him on top of a rooftop with a drone going around him, and he's in a monk position. I was like, that is a lot of work, and you're
Is that
not
my
meditating
rooftop?
because you're worried about your
No,
drone.
it was
Oh, I
not.
remember that.
I was in Bureaucracy
Yes.
province. That was the first time I got to leave Manila after lockdown ended.
I remember.
I went to visit family in Bureaucracy, and I was just still super mentally depressed and everything.
That was
So I was meditating, and then I forgot I had my drone, and I had this perfect spot on top of my dad's house. I was like, okay, I can just set the circle.
But you weren't meditating in that shot.
No,
you were like,
I was
oh my
like
god,
this.
the drone's not gonna.
I was like this, and I was
Oh
like,
my god.
it's not gonna
no.
hit anything, is it?
Oh my god, okay.
You're more stressed.
And then
Stressful, man.
on Instagram, it's like, meditating into the new world. I'm a free man. I'm like, bro, you're stressed out of your mind with this drone shot. It's all.
I was so scared that drone was gonna hit a water tank so close.
That was one of your stories. Well,
Yeah.
Actually, when I looked at it first, I was like, this is it. It's over. This is the end of the world. For like one split second.
Because the rooftop of my dad's house, you can see this just the open fish ponds in the ocean, basically the Pacific Ocean. So I figured when the camera was gonna pan, it would be a nice pan on the sunset.
Mhm.
But instead, I was just too worried about it.
Slight change of subject. I just remember that we
Oh,
met
yeah,
Dan
yeah.
because of
Because of him, yeah.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
funny because we were drinking, yeah,
Yeah,
and I was a bit drunk.
we were
And
talking
then he
about
come-
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, he comes in and,
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, you didn't. That was this guy. I was just so drunk. We were.
In the Korean barbecue place.
What's the Korean barbecue? Yeah, you walked in at like 2 a.m. or something.
Was that
Yeah,
my birthday?
Angie was there.
Yeah, or something like that, yeah.
Sorry, cut that. Shit.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay, it's fine. But yeah, that's
Was
the
it your
first time we
birthday?
met.
Was your birthday?
Well, I know I invited you to that Korean barbecue place.
Because you told me to meet the
I
Irish guys.
went there on my birthday.
Yeah.
Did I invite you guys for my birthday? This must have been 2018 then. I know.
2019.
No,
I will
2019.
celebrate one of your birthdays.
Because what's her name was there. So that means it wasn't my birthday because last year she
It wouldn't have
wasn't
been. It would have been like
Yeah.
January.
there. Then yeah, it wasn't my birthday then.
We-
So we were just eating. I
It was
guess.
2 weeks after me and you got back. You
Oh
got back
yeah,
from
I came
Dubai.
back
He was ecstatic. He's like, wait,
Where did I come
I
from?
ran into Dan Marsh at the airport.
That's the odds of that though. That was so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you in the terminal.
Me and EJ nearly
I
missed that flight.
recognized it too because I was like, oh, it's cardboard.
Because actually, I've been talking to you about like these Irish guys I met, and he's just like,
Yeah,
got
'cause
too many
EJ
people hanging
DM'd
out
about
with-
something.
hanging out with those dudes.
Well,
He's like, come on, man, they're really cool. They're Irish.
This is
kids
the
and
thing
they're
now. I
filmmakers.
talk with Simon.
I was too busy at all time, man.
That's the thing we talk about. We never pushed it. We were like, oh, we know who Daniel is, but we're not gonna start like being almost a fanboy. Oh my god, it's Mark.
Please meet up with us. We're Irish too.
We're Irish too. Like that's the worst thing you can do in a way.
But to be fair though, like it is like Ireland's very similar to Philippines. I mean, unlike America, if you're Americans meet other Americans, like I don't care. But if you're an Irish person, it's kind of like Filipinos abroad. You kind of clamor together.
Yeah, like this camaraderie.
It
Yeah.
happened naturally. It happened naturally. It
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah, yeah.
It was never pushed in that sense.
But Irish people tend to flock together because it's very similar cultural traits and very similar.
The good ones do
humor.
anyway.
Yeah, the good ones too.
I haven't met a Chilean person in the Philippines. They don't exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, actually, I've met.
Good one.
We're talking to a chair.
Actually, no, they're not
Well, hybrid. So
Lots of Brazilians. Though.
Hello, yeah.
Lots of tons of Brazilians here.
Caralho.
There's probably no
Yeah.
models in Chile. That's why you don't see Chileans here.
yeah, you see, I'm German. I lived back in the.
Yeah.
I'm German.
Yeah,
But
we
anyway,
lots
guys,
of ones.
yeah, this is it. I mean, I think we could kind of finish it up for the first podcast, and then
Yeah, so this is a little snippet of the podcast. It's nothing special right now, but it will get special.
It is special,
as
bro.
well.
I made history.
Yeah.
Pilot episode, just like in France.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah. You can do that.
But-
I think that'd be cool.
yeah, guys, if you have any comments or any feedback on this, it would be perfect.
Yeah, actually, that's something we can get straightforward. We can go straight into. If you guys have any ideas or any tips or feedback, as Ciaran has said, just leave it in the comment section below. Because we also want it to be a community-oriented podcast, so
Mhm.
you guys will have a say, and you can ask us questions and stuff like that. So yeah, just leave some comments as to what we can do because it's kind of unorganized right now. We want to be more organized in the future. So yeah,
Simon, end the podcast with your voice.
with your wisdom.
End.
That's it, I guess.
Bye bye,
Okay, guys, thank you so much.
See you next week.